In your voice, your vote. There are now 4 people officially in the race for Michigan's governor. Yesterday, Genesee County Sheriff Chris Swanson announced his intention to run. Swanson is the second Democrat to announce. He is joined by current Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson. Republican State Senator Eric Nesbitt is also running, as is independent candidate Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan. 13 Your Side's political reporter Josh Albertus sat down with Swanson today and joins us now to tell us about his conversation. Josh.
Yeah, Elena, Swanson might still need to build name recognition for some, but he's banking on what he feels is a bipartisan appeal he brings to carry him in the race.
It may be the dead of winter, but the race to replace outgoing Michigan Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer is still heating up. The race gaining its newest high-profile contender on Thursday.
You're going to learn about Chris Swanson if you haven't heard, because we're going to cover the state.
Democratic Genesee County Sheriff Chris Swanson announcing he will run for the seat.
I've reached the point where 6 years as a sheriff and all the things we've done, I want to do for more, like 10 million more.
But Swanson may not have the same name recognition in some circles as someone like Democratic Secretary of State and fellow candidate Jocelyn Benson, who's run multiple statewide campaigns. So who is he? Swanson first came to national prominence during the nationwide protests in the summer of 2020, following the death of George Floyd.
Not 1 ounce of damage, nobody's arrested.
Swanson choosing to march with the protesters.
Let's walk!
That moment is leadership. And I don't say that to be, braggart, but when you're in high crisis and you got to make a decision, that's not the time to phone a friend. Prepare in peace to perform in chaos.
His profile growing from there as he spoke at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago last summer. But when we asked what specific policies he would seek to put in place as governor.
What does that take the form of, policy-wise, legislatively? What are the top issues that you want to tackle that you feel will get that done?
Yeah. Public safety and education, money. Michigan has a growing economy, but we have so much more to do and so much growth potential. I've owned businesses my whole life on top of working for the government. We know how to create money by selling more products and goods and services. Any legislation that helps protect, serve, and unify, that's what I'm gonna get behind.
But as he forges a wider profile, differing himself will likely be a key focal point for voters considering their options.
So to get through the Democratic primary, a lot of it is to the Democratic base, which includes labor, which includes people that are true long-term Democrats. Then you get to the general, and the ability that I have had, even as a sheriff, a Democratic sheriff in a big county, a huge base of people who said, you're the only Democrat I'd ever vote for.
And as we mentioned, Swanson is the 4th high-profile candidate in this race, so we're going to continue to watch this. Just under 2 years to go until that election to see how this race shapes up, guys.